Cases and hospitalizations are dropping. Doctors in West Michigan are working to catch up on a backlog of surgeries and procedures.
News 8's Kyle Mitchell live in Grand Rapids with what it could mean for people scheduling care. Kyle.
Brian and Sue, doctors at Spectrum Health say you won't have to wait quite as long as they work to prioritize the people who need the procedures the most. After the Omicron surge pushed West Michigan hospitals over capacity, cases are now declining rapidly.
We're very, very encouraged by the trends that we've seen, and we're also hearing from other health systems in West Michigan that they're seeing the same.
The chief operating officer of Spectrum Health Grand Rapids says the hospital system is working to catch up on procedures and surgeries that were pushed back to make space for COVID patients.
And our hope is within the next week or two to be back at baseline. We recognize we're going to have to go above that baseline to work through some of the cases that have been delayed, and so the teams are working very hard to get to that point.
We pushed out about just over 200 cases that we had to adjust or move.
University of Michigan Health West is also working to address the need.
Felt like we went right from the Delta surge to the Omicron surge. And just recently, the last couple of weeks is when we've started to see our numbers come down, our numbers under 40 and now under 30. So
one of the biggest challenges was the amount of time COVID patients required hospital care.
Our COVID patients stayed an awful long time in the hospital. They stayed between 8, 16, 20 days, some of them. So when you have upwards of 30, 40, 50 COVID patients in-house, you're not turning over a lot of beds, so you're not able to get in a lot of those procedures.
With the drop in case numbers becoming more encouraging every day, hospitals want to remind people COVID-19 remains in our community.
So we are not out of the woods. We are still encouraging people to get vaccinated, get your booster if you're eligible, and practice healthy behaviors.
Spectrum says the drop in COVID cases is going to be relaxing some of those visitor restrictions. Masks, though, will still be required inside. Reporting live in Grand Rapids, Kyle Mitchell, News 8.